Alright guys, this is Wraith here, Grey Bearded Gaming Society. We were back in Oasis. We were actually messing around with a couple of the came in to kind of see, they just did a huge zone modifier to some of the experience. We're going to leave when suddenly we got an invite to a group. We just got jumped on the way there by this guy, but we'll handle this. We'll check out some group action, and I will apparently get run over by somebody else's pet skeleton. But there we go. We will check back in with you guys in a bit, see how this group action goes. All right, checking back in really quick, guys. We've got some pretty good action going on. We're on the edge of the lake here, kind of like creeping on the corner of the Orc Highway, pulling orcs like gangbusters. And we just ran into the infamous Orc Warrior. Not an Orc Warrior, a Orc Warrior. The guy who was bright red to everybody in the group. Put a bit of a hurting on us, but we made it through unscathed. Didn't lose anybody. Went pretty well. I do have to say, like I said, the experience bar. Yeah, I mean it's creeping along. It's about what you expect for what's going on. It's been a while since we've grouped. We're definitely going to stick with this for a while and see what we can't get knocked out tonight. At least hopefully we can make some serious progress toward the next level. And being as how we're packed into a group, it should be relatively safe. So we'll see how everything goes. And as always, we will punch back in with you guys here in a little bit and see update on the action. All right, guys, we had a really good run tonight. Let me make sure, yeah, these guys don't want to eat me. That's good. We had a really good run tonight. Like I said, we originally my plan was to actually bail out of the zone, but I had the LFG tag on, and I got the group offer, and I was like, all right, let's see what it's all about. And we spent the evening over there on the Orc Highway. And yeah, I mean, as you see, we got a whole lot done. It was a good time. It was a good group. We're gonna rotate it through a few people here and there, as to be expected. Trying to see if any of these people sell arrows. I used the last bit of my stash. But anyway, one of the other things that was super cool this evening. It's always a lot of, especially for me, it's always a whole lot of fun when a fan or friend of the channel comes by, and in this case I definitely want to send a big shout out to Winterwood the Druid, who swung by, hung out with us in Oasis, chatted us up, gave us some pretty sweet buffs to keep us rolling for a little bit, as well as gave a couple of hand-me-down upgrades to our little paladin here. So we have finally upgraded our chess piece from our banded male, as well as we got a really fun little hammer to play with. So quite a bit more. I mean, granted, I'm still hitting for about the same, and I don't know whether that's level range or just my strength cap, but and I'm unable to proc it yet. We tried really hard to proc this thing, and all we kept getting was the "you're not quite cool enough to proc it." But still, it was super cool. It's always awesome to be able to hang out with somebody, who watches the videos, who's a friend of the channel, so to speak. So it's always really awesome. So I definitely appreciate that, and hope to see you again in game another night, Winterwood. But with all of that said, like I said, it was a super good night. Even though originally, like I said, we were planning to bail out on Oasis, ended up sticking around. And again, cannot complain. We are sneaking up on level 17 here, which was pretty nice. I guess next time around, it will kind of depend on, are we getting kind of group offers? Do we want to travel? Do we want to explore? Are there other things you want to check out? I mean, I briefly touched on it earlier. They just redid a ton of the zone experience modifiers. So some of the zones are a lot nicer than they used to be. I think even Oasis, when we were just in, got a 30%, 33%, something like that bonus, which is probably one of the reasons that we were able to fly so much tonight. Like I said, we got 2.5 bubbles in one solid play session, which is pretty good for us, because I don't typically get to just sit down, unfortunately, and play for 6 to 8 hour stints. So I'll take what I can get. So good adventure tonight. Got some good upgrades. It's pretty awesome. I will call that an awesome adventure for the evening. We had quasi running with a sand giant. He kept his distance. We had a big guy in zone, was able to take care of those, so we didn't have those concerns as much this evening. So awesome there. Apparently we're gonna fall damage ourselves to death on the dunes. But we are going to head back up to town here. We need to restock a little bit, get some arrows, get some things like that, because I honestly don't know where to find them out here. But that's all for off camera, because nobody cares about restocking. As always, guys, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you have any ideas for some good adventures for us, don't forget to tell us about it if you're running the challenge yourself. Let us know how you're doing. How many lives do you have left on your character, and how that stuff is going. Hope everybody has a great one. Everybody stay safe, and we will see you guys next time.